Yeah, Iran has truly put up a strong fight, but many people still don't fully grasp what it's facing alone. In short, this is beyond line of sight, BLOS warfare. CENTCOM has somewhat controlled access to this capability. Only parts of the full system are exposed, since everything is closely monitored. What's being heavily used includes government-focused satellite communication systems, along with the Pentagon's Starshield constellation, MilSatcom's secure LEO architecture. The exact number of satellites carrying radar, optical, or other sensors is classified. However, it's clear that they are used extensively for intelligence missions, ISR tasking. This forms a multi-layer, space-based ISR network, multi-domain ISR stack, where wide field-of-view satellites continuously scan the globe to detect launches, early warning, wide-area surveillance. Medium field-of-view sensors provide high-precision tracking, fire control quality tracking. WFOV detects, while MFOV locks on and tracks the missile throughout its entire flight, track continuity, custody. In addition, U.S. space-based infrared systems like SBIRS, Next Generation OPIR, and HBTSS instantly detect the boost phase heat plume, infrared signature boost phase detection. This means that even if radars are turned off or ground-based systems are destroyed, the heat signature is still visible from space, overhead persistent IR coverage. Moreover, there is a significant commercial satellite layer that combines optical and SAR radar imaging, commercial ISR augmentation. SAR satellites are especially important because they can see day and night, through clouds, all-weather, day-night capability. They also detect ground changes at very high resolution, change detection, sub-meter resolution. Operators like ICE run dozens of radar satellites, with extra coverage from Europe and Israel, plus hundreds of medium-resolution satellites that repeatedly revisit areas, high revisit rate, temporal persistence. Together, this creates near-continuous coverage, persistent surveillance, meaning no location can stay unnoticed for long. This is where AI changes the game. Systems like the NRO's Sentient automatically analyze raw satellite imagery, automated GeoINT processing. Project Maven detects, classifies, and tracks objects such as vehicles, mobile launchers, convoy movements, and heat anomalies. It gradually distinguishes real systems from decoys, object detection, target classification, anomaly detection. This analysis isn't based on a single image, but on time series analysis that builds an understanding of patterns in behavior. Behavioral analytics, pattern of life intelligence. It tracks repeated movements, tunnel usage, activity spikes, and suspicious static objects, activity-based intelligence. Even though Iran's missile cities and tunnel complexes are deep underground, hardened underground facilities, the system doesn't need to see inside, as it can infer activity from outside behavior, indirect ISR inference. The moment a missile is launched, everything changes. The rocket's boost phase creates a huge infrared plume that is instantly detected. Launch detection queue. Tracking switches from wide-area sensors to high-precision systems. Sensor queuing, cross-platform handoff. This allows the missile to be followed from the boost phase through to the terminal phase, end-to-end trajectory tracking. The trajectory can then be reversed to narrow down the launch origin to a small area. Backtracking, geolocation refinement. This means that once a launch happens, the launcher is effectively identified, target custody established. After that, multi-sensor fusion comes into play. It combines satellite imagery, SAR data, ISR drones, and signals intelligence into a single operational picture. Sensor fusion, COP, Common Operating Picture. AI then predicts where the launcher will move, which routes it might take, and which tunnels it may use. Predictive analytics, route estimation. Even if mobile launchers use shoot-and-scoot tactics, mobility-based survivability, repeated observation allows the system to estimate the next likely position. Predictive targeting. At this point, standoff weapons can be used at the right moment. Precision strike window, striking before the launcher can hide completely. Time-sensitive targeting. Iran counters this with decoy launchers, fake tunnels, multiple exits, and quick relocations to create confusion. Deception and denial tactics. This can lead to false strikes, but over time, real systems start to become more apparent. Decoys often fail to maintain consistent patterns, produce incorrect heat signatures, or do not match realistic logistics behavior. Signature mismatch, behavioral inconsistency. As a result, actual systems become more exposed. Even destroying radars does not significantly alter the situation because space-based infrared, SAR, optical systems, and constant satellite revisits create redundancy, multi-layer redundancy, resilience. This means if one sensor is degraded, others continue to track. Graceful degradation. If this processed ISR data is shared through CENTCOM with B Israel, the detection, tracking, and targeting cycle becomes much faster. Kill chain acceleration. Sensitive locations, support networks, and infrastructure gradually become more visible through repeated observation and analysis. Network mapping, intelligence fusion. The identify, track, and engage cycle becomes compressed, OODA loop compression, which decreases reaction time and improves precision, high-confidence targeting. The system itself doesn't directly destroy targets, but it makes the battlefield highly transparent, battlespace transparency. This makes survival extremely difficult for anything being tracked, target exposure. Even so, considering the level of technology involved, Iran's ongoing resistance remains notable.